Okay, so we have discussed about yesterday, we have string, right? String, this is a sequence of characters, right? Apart from this, can we define as, because basically in Java, string is nothing but an object. Okay, so in two ways we can able to create the strings in Java. So under that, first one is string literals, and then another one is string we can create by using new keyword. Okay, what is meant by string literal? How are we going to create with string literals? Say for example, suppose if I use string name is equal to Sri, then this we can consider it as a string literal. Okay, similarly, if I have one more name one is there is equal to same I have 3, and then I have string name 2 is equal to I have test. So in this scenario, how the objects are going to create in memory, because now these three are the storing variable. So we have one string constant pool. So we have one heap memory. We can say this is a part of heap memory. So how the memory is going to allocate in this case of scenario, string constant pool. Okay, so here what is going to happen whenever if you have the same object, then it won't create any new object again. So say for example here in this, here we have already Sri is there. So second time again it won't create Sri. So it will create test. Okay, so it will create only one variable. So this is nothing but both the, so this represents both name and name one. Say here. Okay, we have string name we have, right? So that both the variables we have only one memory allocation here. It won't have any new space allocated again. Okay, so this is how we are going to store the values. If we have the same name, then it won't allocate any new space for that. Okay. And string is nothing but an immutable. Okay, so basically in Java programming language, we can say string is immutable. That means what is meant by immutable? We can't alter that. So means each and every time whenever we are doing some action or performing, always it will create a new object for this. So strings are immutable. That means it is a fixed. We can't change the names. Say for example, if I use here, suppose here I have string name is equal to, similarly string name 1 is equal to 3. String name 3 is equal to test. So if this is the case, now for name and name 1, you have only one reference object in the memory location, because that is also called as a string constant pool. There it is going to store this data, because these strings are immutable. We can't alter the values. But whenever we have, say for example, I want to concatenate with name 1 with name 3, then you have a method called system dot out dot println name one or name dot concatenate. We have the concat. So here we have the name 3. Okay, so in this case we will get answer as 3 test, right? This is concatenation, right? In how many ways we have the comparison? In how many ways we can compare these strings in Java? Normally we have 3 ways we have. Okay. What all are those? So we have one equals method, right? Equals method we have, right? In order to compare two strings. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you have equals method, right? Equals method. Then we have one operator, equals operator. Then we have another one is uh, compare to. That means this will give you how many characters or how many length of the characters it will show. So this is 3 ways we can able to compare the strings. Say for example, now how can I compare with name 1 and name 3? As simple as that. So you can use the system dot out dot println, because normally when you are doing the expected results also, when you are, if you want to compare two strings, then we can go with this name 1 dot name. So name 1 dot equals object name 3. Okay, so we can use this. Okay, so and suppose if I want to append, okay, so we have a method called system dot out dot println name dot. We don't have in string comparison, we don't have append method, so maybe we have only this method. Similarly, compare to, if I want to go with name equal to name 3 or 2, this will give you the Boolean results, right? So name 1, right? This one. Okay, this will give you the Boolean results, whether it is true or false. If it equals, if it is not equal, then it will show the results as fail. Say here I am using name 3. So here you will get true, and bottom you will get the fail. True or false. Name 3. Okay, so okay, see this one. This is true, this is false, because name equals method name 1. So we have multiple options we have, right? So now I can use the compare to also. System dot out dot println name 3 dot. We have a method called compare to with another string. So you can compare with another. So if we have that number of characters, whether it is equal or not. See, we have 1, right? So we have okay, maybe we have one space somewhere. We have given one space. That's why it is showing name 3. It is comparing 1. Okay. So these all are the different methods. Okay, in string method we can have this. Now I want to reverse of this string. So if I want to do reverse of this string, then what I have to do? Suppose we have under the string classes, we are having string buffer is there, string builder. Okay. We have to use string builder. Okay, string builder SB is equal to new string builder. Here you can have to pass the name. Okay. So either I can pass directly the variable value, or I can define the variable and then I can put it that variable name here also. Either way you can able to use. So string builder is always a mutable. Mutable in the sense we can able to perform the all operations. Say for example, you can able to edit, you can remove, you can modify the name, you can modify this value, you can update this value, you can remove this value. So you can perform all the CRUD operations with the help of this CRUD operations. That means create, you can able to create, or you can retrieve the data, or you can update the
Update,
data,
delete.
or delete. You can perform any of these operations with this string build. If you use this, you can perform. So each and every time it will update that value, because it won't create any new object. Whereas in the string class, every time it will create a new object. So new object is going to create on every time. Whereas in the string builder, it won't create new objects. So how to do that? Say for example, now I want to get reverse of this string. So how I can get this? So here we have the object reference as SB, right? So I have to do SB dot. We have a method called reverse. So this returns as a string builder. So what I will do? I can store that under string builder. String builder reverse is equal to SB dot reverse. So now I can call this system dot out dot println. Here you can use the reverse. So as simple as that, rather than using the for loop condition and you can do the iterations, rather than doing that, we can simply use this string builder. So you can perform with this. So okay, so this is what you are getting, right? So this object is going to be now modified, updated. This is the reverse of the string. Suppose if I want to add addition of this test, this Srinath, if I want to add some this name 3, okay, so how to do that? So here same thing, here also you can call this system dot out dot println, okay, SB dot append method. We have the append, right? So this append, we have and we have string character string. So this one we can use the name 3, right? So now if I call this, okay, so here your output would be what? What is your output here?
Srinath, name 3 is the test.
Yeah, because here
Name
we have this
SB
reverse.
is
Okay, so we have passed this variable, right? So let's see here if I because normally here we have the reverse of this string, right? We have modified this string, that's why we are getting this reverse. So Okay, so here this is the append method we can use here. Otherwise, I can use here name dot append method. Okay. Okay, so that's the reason why if we can use here, if I pass variable string name 4 is equal to Srinath, and now I'm going to keep here as name 4. So in this case, we can use this system dot hours. Dot append. Okay, so this is, we have append method, so we can use this. So this is a value which is written. That's why we are getting this. Okay. It is reversed now, so that's why that object has been changed. So
Yes.
yeah, we are getting this. Suppose I have, this is my one is capital letter and remaining three are the small letter. I want to convert all this into a lowercase or uppercase. So what we can do,
Okay.
we have two lowercase methods. We have system dot out dot println. Okay. Name 3 dot, here we have a two lowercase, so every word
Yeah.
is going to be converted into a lowercase. Similarly, if we want to convert into uppercase, then I can use here as name 1 name dot 2, we have uppercase we have. So either way we can able to convert, whether you can, if you want to convert uppercase, all you can convert it into lowercase. Suppose if I want to get out of this SB4, right? So under this name 4, we have total this one. I want this T, I want to get this extracted 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th index. So total 7 indexes are there. So I want the 6th index value. That means I want to print the T out of this particular name 4. So now what we have to do in that case? So we have a method called system.out.println name 4 dot char. Okay, so this one you have to use. Suppose I want to use at the 6th index, what is that value? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th index A, 7th index T. So if I'll run this, I will get the value of T over there. 7th index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we have given 7th index, so we got the H value. You got it right, this one. This will start
Yes,
with
yes, yeah.
0th index. That's the reason.
Zero value. Yeah.
These all are maybe we may helpful in our application also Selenium WebDriver, but in interviews we may cover some kind of concepts here. So how are we going to extract the text from this place? Similarly, I'm having one character array, char. This string builder and the string buffer both are same only. Okay, so either way you can use, because string builder is going to use in the normal single thread concept, whereas in the string buffer we are going to use multi-thread concept. So single thread is nothing but whenever if you are performing operations, it will execute one after another. But whereas in the multi-thread concept, two applications are going to work simultaneously. So that is what we are going to call it as a multi-thread concept. Okay, so suppose I want to find the length of this name for how to do this. I want to find the length of this string. How to find the length of the object string.
Length method is there.
Yeah, system dot out dot println. We have name for dot length method. We have the length index. So this will returns as a length of the string. Okay, so and we have some trim operations also are there. Trim operations means what? Suppose if I have some kind of empty space is there, right? So that is going to be removed. Suppose if I use that method system dot out dot println name for dot trim method. This is the trim operation. Okay, so if we can use this, only it will trim and it will give the specific value. Okay. Normally, now if I use, if you print normal value, then you can see the difference. Say, suppose if I don't want to use trim method, then you can see the difference here. Have you seen this difference, right? You have the spaces also included, right?
The trim means like how many characters it will trim, like alphabets.
This one is empty spaces. It is going to trim all the empty spaces. What all are that's why we are using trim method right here. Trim.
Okay.
It will
Okay.
trim entire this empty space. So now you can see the difference. Suppose if I use now again, see in between you have this trim, right? So let's see here how this is happening, right? So empty
Okay. Okay.
spaces, wherever we have the empty spaces, that is going to be trim. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So suppose if you want to replace some text here, say for example, within this text I have Srinath for first index to second index. I want to I want to replace with some other text. So how to replace that? We have method called system dot out dot println. Here we have name for dot replace method. Okay. So replace, we have character, old character and new character, or we have some strings. Mm, okay. Replace, say for example, I want to replace with this one, R with is a T or something. So I can use this here as, I will use R. This is a character, so I can use the single quote. Similarly, here also you can use either Z. Okay, so now if I call this, it is going to print that value is going to replace with. See here it has been replaced, right? Name 4
Yes,
dot
sir.
replace.
Yeah.
In this place, yes, Z. R is replaced right here.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay, so these all are the different string class methods, string buffer and string builder. So we have the same concept with string buffer also. So same you can use string buffer. String buffer SB1 is equal to new string buffer. And you can use any. Okay, so now if I use this, so now with this also same function SB1 dot reverse method or replace. You can have replace also. See, you have that replace. This is what I just have, right? Say for example, if I want to replace with first index and second index with some value here 1 and 2, I want to replace here with test. So I'm going to use the test. Okay, so this I'm going to store it under string builder with new value, string builder, string buffer, string buffer, replace is equal to this one. Now if I call this method system dot out dot println, we have replace. This is the object reference only, right? Got it?
Yes,
This
sir.
is the
Yeah.
object
Yeah.
reference. Okay, see this first index and second index replaced with
Yes.
test. What are
Test.
the values we have? Okay. Okay, so basically the
If it is single word, we will use that like in a 46 line. If it is single word, we used replace. If it
hmm,
is a string value, we used string buffer. No, sir. Like test is a
yes,
4-letter word, so we
yes.
used string buffer here. That's why. Okay.
Hmm. Yeah, we have wherever we are having, suppose we are having some conditions also. Some suppose here string uh, top topic is equal to some Java Selenium if we have. See, in this also, suppose if I want to replace Java with some other test, then I can use this the concept here. How to do that? Here we have a method called system dot println topic dot replace. We have old character, right? Char sequence target and char sequence replacement. Okay. So otherwise we have that string uh, replace all string regular expressions and string replacement. We have some methods. So either way we can use here char sequence target and char sequence replacement or world character or here we can use here as Java. Then I'm going to use here as Python. Okay, so in this case, what I will get, see, we will get the Python Selenium WebDriver. In this way also, we can able to replace the test. Okay,
Okay.
whichever we are having, right? So we can replace these methods. So basically, these all are the different methods under the string classes and string buffer and string builder. So just I will show you one string builder screenshot. So why see, this is the string is immutable. That means we can't alter it. Every time it will create the new object, and that will impact the your memory space, right?
Yes, sir.
Whenever if you are going to create a new object, it is going to create a memory allocation, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yeah, and thread safe is yes, because due to immutable, because no one can able to alter the values. That's why this is a more safety. Whereas in the other string buffer and string builder, every time you are going to perform CRUD operation, so there might be some kind of safety concerns there, because every time you are altering the values, right?
Yes, sir.
So that gives you some kind of safety measures. So, and this is related to performance wise, this string is little bit slower, and string builder is slower than faster is string. This string builder is more faster. Okay. And every time it will create the new object. That's why your memory space also, it will occupy more space. And this string buffer and string builder, it will modify the existing objects only. It won't create any new instances. Okay. So string builder is a single thread concept, and this is multi-thread, and rest all are the same. Okay. So when we are going to use, when the text is fixed, you can go with string constant, string class. If the text is changing frequently, then we can go with the string buffer or string builder. Okay. So this is a small difference of string. All are the classes only. String buffer and string builder is also a classes. Okay. And we have the methods which all are the under this we have some methods, so which all are that methods, replacement, all these things. Okay, so
Sir,
this is
like when exactly we should use that the difference I didn't understand, like string builder and string buffer.
no
When we
no
should use string builder, when we
uh,
should use string buffer.
see, that is what I am saying, string builder, right? Suppose we have the string builder. Okay, so string builder, see, string builder, we have some single thread operations. Single thread is nothing but, suppose if we are having one for loop condition is there. Okay, int I is equal to 0 and I less than or equal to 5 I plus plus. So here I am going to print system dot out dot println of I. So here what is going to happen? Whenever we have, when we start the execution, until we complete this particular operation, it won't move to the next operation. Okay, you got it?
Okay. Yeah.
When we are running this application, until we complete this particular execution, it won't move to the next step. Okay, until we
Okay.
complete this. But
Okay.
whereas in the string buffer, that is a multi-thread concept, what is going to happen? This is going to be execute simultaneously with some other process, some other class or some other program will concurrently execute both the programs simultaneously. That is what we are going to having the multi-thread concept. Okay, so that is how it is going to work out. So this is a single thread. Single thread means at a time it will execute only one program.
Okay.
Whereas in the multi-thread concept, 2 to 3 programs are running simultaneously or concurrently. That is where we have the multi-thread concept comes into the picture. Multi-thread concept, because this is not required for as a automation engineers, but as a developers, right? As per the Java developers, full stack developers, they may require these concepts more frequently. So when they want to run multiple applications simultaneously, then they are going to use the multi-thread concepts. Okay. So in such case, we will go with the string buffer. That means it's an alternate. You can use both either, but based on that convenient, they are preferring for whenever we have the multi-thread concept, string buffer would be preferable one, and single thread concept, string builder is the more preferable. Here, two operations are going to run parallelly. Okay, concurrently. Concurrently means what? Two applications are running simultaneously, right? One
Okay.
parallel. But whereas in the single thread, until if you complete one, it won't move to the next operation or next program. Okay. So that is all about single thread and multi-thread. I will just give you that notes also, that program I will give you. So you will see that. Okay, this is just for you just keep it in your mind. That's it. Single thread and multi-thread concept, not more than that. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so these all are the string concepts, string basics. So I hope from tomorrow onwards we will go with Selenium WebDriver concepts. Okay, and
Okay.
we have covered most of this, but inheritance and constructor we will complete once, and then we will. I think in interfaces also we have covered. We will see that.
Okay, sir.
So I hope this is about today's session, Srivalli, because I just have to
Okay.
complete this string class